So happy birthday. This is October 17th, 2001, and this is your final video for your birthday from last year, so I've been very neglectful. But I just want to wish my sister Teri, you a wonderful 59th happy birthday. So today, I know that the last one was going to be about energy, and we are going to do that, but it's also going to be really focused on your goddess within, your goddess and your warrior within, which I thought was perfect for your 59th birthday and where you are at in your life right now. So we are going to start with our legs a little wider apart than we normally do, so facing the long end of your mat, and with your legs wide and your feet facing forward and your heels directly behind your toes, and then do everything else, tuck in your belly and do a pelvic tilt to make sure your shoulders are down, and everything else that we would normally do in mountain pose. Tighten up your knees, and so you're pulling up all the energy up into your midsection and your heart center here. So we're going to have our arms down at the side, and we're just going to close our eyes for 1 minute, and we're going to think about bringing energy into our bodies and just really soaking up all the energy that the sunshine has to give us, that the rains and the snows in my case, and all of the energy in the earth, and bringing it into your midsection. We're just going to close our eyes and take a couple of deep breaths here together. And now open your eyes. Maybe you can hear all the water dripping outside my window, maybe not, but I've got my rain barrel and it's completely full from all the snow that is melting off of my roof. So from here, we're going to take a big breath in and bring your arms up, all the way up, palms forward, and then exhale down. One more like that. Inhale up, palms forward, exhale down. This time around, we're going to bring them up, palms face each other, and then we're going to grab our left wrist and we're going to pull across and get a good stretch out of that side body. Make sure your shoulders are down and not hunching over your ears. One more big pull. Arms up. Exhale the other direction. Again, head loose, shoulders down. Make sure your belly's pulled in. One more big breath here. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out and come all the way up with a flat back. Hands up. Big breath here. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. This time you're going to take your hands and walk them behind you so that maybe your hands are off the mat, maybe they're not, but it gets a good stretch in the back of your legs. And then bring your hands forward, hands to hip, flat back, come all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to walk across to your left foot and kind of grab onto your left foot or ankle and just kind of give a good stretch in your legs and your low back. Take one breath here and then release to the center. Walk your hands to the other side. Grab your foot or your ankle or your calf. Get a good stretch in the low back and behind your legs. And then exhale back to the front, hands to hip. Inhale all the way up with a flat back and come to standing position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. This time you're going to plant your left hand right below your nose and you're going to twist your right arm up. It might be reversed. I didn't do the correct thing for mirroring. But look up at your hand if you can. If not, wherever your neck feels good. Get a good spinal twist. Exhale that down. Put your other hand right below your nose and inhale that other arm up. Keep your hips level so that you're twisting really from the waist, getting a good spinal twist. One more big inhale here, and then release forward, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Arms out, come all the way up with a flat back. Hands all the way up, look up. Give a good stretch, and then maybe just a little bit of a back bend. So you're pushing your hips forward, your shoulders back, let your head go. Inhale, exhale, back to heart center. One more time, inhale up, look up, forward fold with your arms out. Halfway lift, exhale, fold forward. And this time, walk your hands out in front of you. So you're doing a wide-legged downward dog. So really stretch out those arms as much as you can. Feet flat on the mat, stomach pulled in. Head hanging loose. Make sure you're not scrunching up your shoulders around your ears. Just get a good downward dog stretch for your spine, stretching everything out. Big breath here. Exhale through the mouth. And then an inhale, gently walk yourself back and just hang here. Grab your elbows in just a wide-legged ragdoll. You might want to kind of sway side to side. Maybe nod your head, shake your head. Just loosen all that up. Couple of deep breaths here. See if you can really stretch that lower back by letting your head and your arms feel really heavy, pulling you down. And now release your elbows. And then slightly bend your knees and then just roll slowly all the way up, one vertebra at a time. All the way up until your shoulders and your head come up. Whew, and just see how that feels in your body. Bringing energy and life into your center, your core here. So make sure you have that pulled in all the time. Now we're going to turn our feet out, so our toes are facing out and our knees are in line with our toes. And we're going to do some goddess flow and some goddess asanas. So inhale up, five-pointed star. So your hands are bright, they're energized, your fingers are spread out, and you're at a big star. So you're not directly overhead, but you're out to the side. Take a big breath here, shoulders down, exhale, hands to heart, and come into a prayer squat. And you can get as low as you want, or if you need to stay up higher, that's fine too. Just make sure your knees are tracking with your toes and your hands are pushed together. If your wrists are sore, you can push your fists together, hands together, elbows out. Inhale back to five-pointed star. Exhale down to a goddess squat. So your hands, your palms are up. You know what? This is not a goddess squat. We're going to go with it. This is the sun goddess. So your palms are facing up and you're getting all the energy from the sun. Inhale up to a five-pointed star. Now we're going to do the goddess squat, which is with cactus arms. And you're coming down and your hands are parallel and your arms are parallel with your elbows. They're not going back. They're parallel here. You might just want to rock a little bit. Whatever feels good. Inhale up to five-pointed star. And now we're going to do a moon goddess. So as we squat, we're bringing our elbows in, palms still facing forward, but this is our moon goddess. Inhale up. We're going to do that sequence again, but we're going to do it in the right order. So first is the prayer squat. We're going to hold here for 2 breaths. One more. Inhale up. Big inhale here, and then exhale, goddess squat. One big breath here. Inhale up. Exhale, sun goddess. Make sure your shoulders are down again. Make sure they're not hunched up. Inhale up. Big breath here. Exhale, moon goddess. Bring your elbows in. My legs are starting to shake. Inhale up. Toes pointed forward again, and just release everything down. And just rock side to side a little bit. Just use this as a recovery time. Let your knees bend a little bit. You might want to bend one and straighten and kind of come back and forth a little bit. Just releasing everything. Inhale up. All the way up, hands to heart center. Just let that whole goddess sequence go now. Just big breaths in. Pull everything tight as you exhale. One more in. Good. Now we're going to go into a warrior sequence. So we're going to turn our left toes out, bend at a 90-degree angle, arms out, shoulders down, look over your left arm, and really ground that back, outside of that back foot down, hips facing forward, shoulders away from the ears, everything facing towards the long end of your mat. And then inhale, palm up, do a reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two, straighten that right leg. You're going to stretch way out into a triangle. So left hand down, right arm up, look up if you can. If not, that's okay, whatever feels good for your neck. Really push your shoulder back so you're also getting a little bit of a spinal twist. Inhale up, exhale, warrior two. We're going to do that again. So inhale, palm up, exhale, reverse warrior. Big breath here. Inhale, back to warrior. Exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, push your hip out to triangle pose. Triangle. Inhale up, exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, back to warrior two, straighten that right leg, push out to triangle pose, and triangle. This time when we come up, we're going to come right into a reverse triangle. So as your arms are coming up parallel, you're going to just continue all the way back into a reverse triangle. Stretch out that whole side there. Pull your arm down there. Bring energy into your body. And then inhale, back to hands on hips, feet facing forward. Take a breath here. And exhale. We're going to do the sequence on the other side now. So you're turning your right foot out, bending that knee, putting weight on the outside of your back foot there, arms stretching out, and really feel this powerful warrior pose. Look out over your arm. Make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Take a big breath here. Exhale that out. Then our next inhale, turn your palm up. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Down into triangle. Push your hip out and go back to go into your triangle pose. Again, look up if it feels good for your neck. If not, look down. Look at me. Whatever you want to do. Get a good stretch. Pull your shoulder back a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. We're really using our core when we're going through the sequence, so really think about using your core muscles and not just your arms or your shoulders to pull you up. So inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale here. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten that leg. Push out to triangle. Exhale. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Triangle pose. One more time. Inhale, up into warrior two. Make sure, my arms are getting a little cockeyed, so make sure you're keeping your arms straight. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, back to triangle, and then down to full triangle. Look up, and like we did last time, as we come up, and remember, use your core muscles. As we come up, we're going to go right into our reverse triangle. So inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, into reverse triangle. Take a big breath here. And then exhale, back to five-pointed star. So our toes again are pointing out, arms energized, hands full of energy, shoulders down, make sure you're not shrugging. And then let's just do one cactus arms and really open up the chest. Look up, open up the chest. Inhale, up, a little wobbly. Exhale, cactus, open up the chest. Welcome energy into your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to just gently, in our still five-pointed star feet, we're going to drop our head to the left and just let it relax a little bit. Shoulders down. Inhale your head forward, straight. Exhale to the right. Feel that good stretch in your neck and into that top shoulder part. Inhale your head back up. Now from here we're going to heel toe our feet together some. And then we're going to squat down into, well, you need to get them where you need them. Squat down into our malasana squat. So try to keep your heels on the mat. If you need to roll up the mat underneath you or put a towel or something, you can do that if your heels are coming up, or you can separate them out a little bit. But as you're doing this, we're into still our prayer hands, and our elbows are pushing against our knees. So it's kind of like a low goddess squat. So this is really good for the, it's the bunda, that's your pelvic, and it's really bringing energy into that lower pelvic region. And you might want to just sway back and forth a little bit if that feels good. And now from here, we're going to take our right arm down and push against. We're going to lift our left arm up and just do a bit of a twist. This one's really hard for me, so I'm trying to get better at it. I'm looking at myself to see if I'm getting my arms in line with each other. Back down, left hand down, right arm up. Push against that leg. Again, I'm looking at myself to see if I'm doing this right. This one's really hard for me. Bring it down, hands to heart center, and then just put your hands down, and we're going to come to a gentle seated position. We might want to roll our ankles out a little bit. feel like you've done a lot of work on ankles here, so let's just do a few ankle rolls on both sides. Once you've done that, come to a seated position, and let's just feel all the energy in our body right now, up through our legs. My legs are tingling, feels good. And then just before we wrap this up, we're going to turn sideways now, and we're going to do a little bit of a boat pose sequence for our abs. So sitting up straight and tall. Look at that line of sun. Maybe we should move a little bit. It's good that the sun's out. So hands out again. Fingers just really energized. Don't just kind of be flopping out here. You're sitting up straight. Your arms are energized. Your shoulders back. Lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. And then just hold. Make sure your chest is up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release and bend and pull in tight. We're going to do that again and add on to it. So arms out. Bend back just to the point where you feel like you can't hold yourself up anymore. Left leg up. Right leg up. And now we're just going to do some toe taps. So left toe down. Right toe down. Left, right, for 3, 2, 1. And your other leg. Inhale, pull yourself up. Give a good, just real pull. This is good for your arms too and your shoulders. We're going to do one more thing in boat pose. So again, arms out. Stretch back to where you feel like you can't hold yourself up anymore. Lift your left leg, lift your right leg. And if we can, we're going to lift both legs up. Hold yourself up for 3, 2, 1. You see me shaking. Release and pull yourself tight in. Now cross your legs, turn back towards the side of your mat. Cross your legs however feels comfortable for you, whichever leg you would like in front. I'm going to get away from that little sunbeam there. We're going to do a spinal twist. So take your your right hand, left hand behind you. Pull it nice and tall on your inhale, and on your exhale, twist. What I want you to do here is with this left hand in the back, really push down on your fingers or your fist or your hand, whatever you're using, because that will really help intensify this twist. So you're pulling with your hand on your knee and pushing down with your hand behind you. One big inhale, make sure you raise your spine, and then exhale, twist back around. I'm going to do that on the other side. So your left hand grabs your knee, your other hand comes behind you, big inhale. Lengthen your spine, and then on your exhale, twist. And again, we're doing our opposing hands. So your left hand is really pulling on your right knee. Your right hand behind you is pushing down. When you inhale, you're lengthening your spine, looking across over your shoulder. And exhale, come forward. One more stretch for our hips. So we're going to take our hands forward. You might lose me here, but stretch way forward and put your hands flat, and then just get a good stretch on your shoulders and on your hips. Make sure your sits bones are still on the mat, so you're not lifting up, and just stretch out your hips. Stretch out your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not up to your ears. Then gently walk yourself back. Now I want you to flip your legs, whichever was in front or crossed. Switch them over. And we're going to do the same thing, stretching out. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward any amount that you can do with your arms out. Really Really stretch out those shoulders. Arms, your fingers, you can even inch them out a little further if you can, but make sure your sits bones are still on the mat. Lengthen out that spine, stretch that other hip now. And then exhale as you push yourself back up. Now, if this is not the comfortable position for you to sit in, you can switch them back. And now, give myself a little more room here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm down to the side, and then stretch across. Couple of breaths here. And then inhale back to center, both arms up. Exhale to the right. Really stretch across that side body. One more big breath. And come up. Do some shoulder rolls. Back and forward. Roll your head one way. Roll your head the other way. Think about all the energy we have welcomed into our body and really spread it all around. Hands to heart center. Big breath, and then exhale that out. From here, big breath in. Wrap your arms, bring them up. Gather all the energy that you want for your day and for your birthday, and exhale anything you don't want to be carrying. Inhale energy, love into your body. Exhale anything that is no longer serving you on your birthday and for the rest of this year as you're celebrating your birthday today, so you're going into your 60th year. From here, I want you to put your hands to your heart center again. Close your eyes. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders away from ears. Shoulder blades down in the back. Think about sitting tall and proud. Eyes closed. Thinking about how you want to move forward in your day, how you want to move forward in your year, and all the amazing things that you're doing, how you can bring your energy to all of those endeavors. One more big breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Put hands to your forehead. May you move forward with peace, peace in your thoughts. Hands to your mouth, moving forward with peace in your words. Hands to your heart, moving forward with peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, with great love. Namaste. So, I hope that was good. I just kind of did it on the spur of the moment, and wishing you a wonderfully